to like, it's just, you know, a whole new path, a whole new opportunity for somebody else. And that's why like people go to me like, you know, I had that mentality, always be ready, because you just never know when the opportunity is going to come. And that's just not for me, it's for everybody. Like some people are not doing anything, they'll be like, they'll sit back and they'll be like, oh, they're not doing anything with me, they'll stop training, they'll let themselves go a little bit. Then an opportunity comes their way and then they're on the back foot the whole time. The trick is to always be ready. Look at Cesaro at the gym, crushing it all the time. Look at Rusev. Rusev's getting the best shape of his life. Like there's like other athletes that are there as well. EC3 came up to haven't done anything with him. Like so, it just, you don't know where it's going to come from, that magic, and it'll come from somebody. And yeah, the new person will come up. I was that new person who came up from ECW 2009, and boom, I got that opportunity, and you know I was ready. I took it. But there's a lot of guys who there like 8 or 9 years. Oh yeah, we're not going to be Heath Slater. You don't know where it's going to get. I'm serious. It could be anybody. Like it just could. That's the beauty of it, you know.
I have one more question.
Sure.
You have wrestled the best in WWE. Now, if there will be one more match, who's that dream match you want to have?
Brock.
We look forward to seeing that.
Good afternoon, Sheamus. I'm Ed from Versailles. 2 questions. First is related, who is your favorite rivalry? And the second is, you're quite active on social media. What can you say has been the effect of social media in the business?
Well, favorite rivalry would definitely be Cesaro, the whole best of 7 thing, the way it came into the tag titles. That was awesome. Awesome to do, especially the beginning spots where they boo me and cheer him, and it was really, really cool. And the second question was social media. Yeah, I think social media has given. I think using the right way, social media can be very positive. I try to use it in a positive light. Obviously, if I look at my social media, you know, I'm constantly like letting people know about my channel, and you know, I just try and keep it like entertaining. You know what I mean? I think some people with social media, they get too wrapped up in it. You know, I think it definitely has to be some sort of situation where you got a great balance there. Because I know a lot of guys and they're just constantly on Twitter or constantly just checking stuff. You know, I just think it's not healthy. But it's definitely given a lot of people who have not been in the spotlight. Like for example, myself, I've been off TV since after Mania. Now, social media wasn't there. I probably wouldn't really be seen at all. Maybe just through YouTube, but like, it's allowed me to keep my presence, allowed me to keep me relevant, and allowed me to keep me fresh, and still let people know I'm still alive. So I just think, again, it gives us all opportunity to show a different side of ourselves, and also express ourselves in different ways, but also again keep ourselves relevant.
Hi, George again for Mark Henry. 2 questions. From starting your Brave Change journey to now, what has changed for you in terms of training and working out? And what's going to be the next step for Brave Change? Because you've encouraged everybody to start. What's going to be next after that?
What's changed for me has been like just always like starting to think outside the box. Like I was just so regimented in one type of workout. That's what I was saying to you guys earlier on. Like it gets boring. Like if you do the same thing over and over again, it's like anything else. It just gets boring and you kind of lose passion. The channel has led me to be more passionate now about my training than when I was before the channel started. And getting to work out with a lot of people, it's brought me closer to pretty much everybody I've worked out with. I've definitely got a stronger friendship. Because there's nothing like doing a workout with somebody and coming out the other side, you come out closer. There's a bond that happens in the gym when you guys are pushing each other to work harder or pushing each other through a workout that sucks. But at the end, there's that awesome feeling of like rewarding feeling, like feeling of achievement after you've done an awesome, like a really, really hard workout. Next step for Brave Change is just to keep growing, you know, like a year and a half or like 400,000 plus subscribers. It's just to try and keep pushing that message out there, grow as much as we can, and and reach as many people as we can and try and impact as many people to work out and change their lives, make that brave change and start like put their fears behind them and just take that first step and just making a change to their lives, getting them more healthy, eating better, and that's what the goal of the whole channel is about. I definitely want to love to get on a bigger scale, bigger platform eventually, but yeah, just keep growing. That's the goal. Just keep growing, keep getting out to new people, and just keep growing that audience. Hello.
Hey Sheamus, what's up? Paulo Gonzalez from Fight Sport Manila. So I'll just go back to Cesaro. You mentioned your rivalry with him, and actually during the last event of WWE in Manila, you wrestled him. But eventually, you guys won the titles. Which one do you prefer more, being his opponent or his tag team partner?
I definitely prefer being his partner because as long as he's not hitting me with those uppercuts, I'm a happy man. I always said like, you know, I always said I was the hardest hitter in the game, but in those best of 7 matches we had, like we were competing to who could hit the hardest. He's, as I said, like he's literally one of the toughest opponents I've ever faced. He's super athletic. He's very intelligent in the ring, like the stuff he does, like very outside the box. And yeah, like those uppercuts, those running uppercuts in the corner are no joke.
Ivan again, talk about that quick blow kick on Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
It was quick. 18 seconds, it was pretty quick. Next question.
Hi, I'm Jer from Raptor Sports. You're undeniably one of the most famous and most decorated Irish wrestlers of probably all time. Do you have any tips for wrestlers who are not from the US or not from Japan who also want to make it big like you?
Yeah, I came from Ireland. There was no real wrestling scene in Ireland. There was one in Bray where Finn Balor came from, and there was one in IWW where I was. But there's no such thing as it can't be done in any country or any area. Like I have no doubt in my mind if somebody here in this country in the Philippines wants to become a WWE superstar, they train hard, they go the right way about the training, they go the right way about their wrestling, and they get proper training from someone who knows what they're doing. They don't take unnecessary risks in the ring. I think there definitely could be. There's no reason why, like, from a country like this, there's no reason why it can't be a WWE superstar, man or woman, come through here and represent this country. It just, you just can't make excuses, you know? There's always a way. Like, even Finn went to Japan, and like he followed his path went that way, you know. Mine came to America, but I'd love to see someone from the Philippines represent the WWE. I think it would be awesome. It should go from every country. It's great. I mean, this guy here is excited about it. But I really think I think it should be somebody from the Philippines next time. Like, if it's, you know, we haven't been here in 3 years. And obviously, it takes a long time to start the training process, go to the US, to the NXT vibe. But there's no reason why, like in 5 years' time, there can't be somebody here from the Philippines sitting here with this microphone answering your questions about their journey from here to the WWE and promoting a show that's coming to your country in a couple of weeks. You know, there's no reason why that can't happen.
Yeah, Sheamus. I'm Jensen from ABS-CBN Sports. What can you say about your colleagues who weren't happy when they were in WWE, that they jump ship to other promotions and say bad things about WWE?
I can't speak for everybody who does that. My own perspective on that, if it was me, I'd be very thankful for the company. Look, regardless of anything, like WWE has given me an amazing platform. I'm not just saying this because I'm here, and well, it's easy for me to say this because I'm employed with the WWE, I'm a WWE superstar, and I'm here promoting a WWE show, but the truth of the matter is, they've given me an awesome platform to perform on. They've given me a lifestyle, helped give me a lifestyle that I never would have had in the jobs I was working at in Ireland. I've traveled the world many times over. I've traveled to the States like about 50 times over, you know. I've got to live my dream, and that wouldn't happen. I just think people sometimes, they forget that, and they just, it's all, they're full of emotion. Some people maybe not be like that, but at the same time, you have to take a step back and look at it for what it is. And that's just my perspective. I can't speak for anyone else, but for me, I think that's my mindset. That's where I come from.
Hi, Sheamus. Over here. Hi. I'm MJ, representing Globe and Flip Geeks. Out of all the workouts featured in your Celtic Warrior Workouts channel, which one is your favorite?
They're all my favorite. They're all special to me for very different reasons. Whether it's the workout themselves, whether it's the 12-hour drive I did to get down there and do them, whether it's banging my head against the wall, calling 15 gyms, trying to get a gym to be able to let us train, and also turn off the music so YouTube won't, you know, all this. Yeah, so YouTube won't copyright the video. It's crazy. Like, I'll call about 5 different gyms, and then I go into the gym. Like, I organize everything myself. Like, I organize. I'll pay the guy to video it. I'll organize who I'm training with. I'll call a load of gyms to get the gym. I'll get the right time. Then I gotta go in there. Then I gotta say, hey, you know, any chance you can turn down the music, you know, because like it's best up our YouTube channel. And some of them will say no, and some of them will say yeah, you know. Then one time we were at this gym, and this old lady kept following us around, telling us not to be filming her. Yet every time we turned the camera away from her, she'd run in front of the camera. It was a weird situation, guys. Like, there's a lot of things you see that goes into it, but they're all special. But honestly, like I always talk about the freshest episode, and that's with Edge, and that definitely was a massive one for me because we share a lot together, and he's like not just a Grand Slam champion, he's a Full House champion. He's got one more title more than I have, and that's an Intercontinental Championship. And I hate him for it! But if you can, I'd say Edge is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, I really know how to make a meal out of one question, don't I?
Sheamus, I'm Bob from Inquirer. Speaking of Ireland earlier, Becky Lynch became one of the biggest stars of WWE in 2018 and still in 2019. What can you say about her breaking the glass ceiling and just becoming the man?
Becky is awesome. One of my closest friends in WWE. Talked a lot before she came to WWE. Just an awesome person, awesome human being, very, very genuine, very hardworking, very passionate, and did it all on her own, you know what I mean? She took the opportunity and she got it, and I think I just want to see her keep riding that wave, you know, because she's super talented. I said earlier on I didn't like the idea of her set together, because I feel like, as in the tag team, I'm not talking about a relationship. They're great in a relationship. They're still in a relationship, right? Yeah, good. They're two awesome people. That's great. No, I'm serious. Guys, listen here. It's been a long, it's 24 hours to get down here, guys. Give me a break. But no, they're as a couple they're awesome. But I'm talking about in storyline. Sometimes like it doesn't put two stars who have got a huge, like who are really over, massively over with the crowd. Put them together doesn't make it better. Sometimes it dilutes it a bit. I think now they're back on their own in the ring, in the WWE environment, WWE universe-wise, and they're back on their own thing. I think it's great. I think I think she's definitely one of my favorite people.
Yeah, Sheamus. Sheamus. Can I get your thoughts on this A&W All Elite Wrestling? What do you think about it?
Why are all these? Are my answers that bad, guys? You're all leaving. Happy hour is over, that's what it is. AEW, I don't really know anything about it, mate. I saw half of one of their shows. And I know a couple of guys over there, but honestly I don't really know that much. I know they got a TV deal coming or something, but that's about it.
So would you agree with Dave Batista when he said that AEW could be a threat if they establish a superstar?
Anybody can be a threat to establish a superstar. You know, some people say competition is good, you know? That's why SmackDown and Raw was created with different rosters, which I know will probably go into full effect when the Fox deal comes through in the States. But the SmackDown and Raw are going to start competing against each other too. Competition is good no matter how you look at it. So, you know what I mean? I think it's good for everybody. You know, you don't want to get complacent. It's like when me and Cesaro were tagging. Not only were we tagging together as a tag team, we were in competition with each other in the ring all the time. Like, you know, for the good of the team. But yeah, competition is good.
Another just a follow-up question for JR a while ago. How important is the gimmick in becoming successful for a WWE superstar? Like, when do you know that you have the crowd with you, whether you're a heel or a face?
When they're reacting to everything you do. Like watch Seth when he walks out. Seth, the crowd loves Seth, you know. Becky too. It's like that reaction, how excited they are when they see you, when they hear your music and see you walk through the curtain. That's really important. You know, you want to be. You're one of the guys or girls that they've come to see and pay their money to see. So it's a crowd that you know whether you know you're over or not.
Hello, Sheamus. My name is Angelo from RebelOmali.com.
Hello, Angelo.
So yeah, this is a question about your career. So you're just one title away to become a Grand Slam champion. That's Intercontinental.
Actually, full house.
Yeah.
Full house.
So okay, yeah. So you're just one title away to become a Grand Slam champion. Do you have any plans on getting that Intercontinental title?
Well, if I get back in the ring, then that'll be the first thing I go after. Thankfully, as of now, I'm still listed as a SmackDown superstar, and the title is on SmackDown, so that's cool. But you know, as of now, I have no access to getting the title shot at the Intercontinental Championship, but it's definitely the one I want to finish the collection. It's just that one, man. It's that, like I said earlier on, it's that one Infinity Stone, man. You know, and that gauntlet. And once I get it, I'll be clicking my fingers, you know what I mean? Boom. Nothing will happen, obviously, because it's not a real gauntlet, but I'll just take my fingers anyway.
Hello, afternoon, Sheamus. Welcome back to the Philippines. I'm Kevin from Manila Concerts in the Western Philippines. The King of the Ring just got announced recently, and what does it take to be a king as a previous King of the Ring winner?
It's a lot of class, a lot of royalty, a ridiculous robe, and a ridiculous crown. Sorted.
What are your thoughts on the 16 competitors for this year?
I think it's a great opportunity for somebody in that group to come through and move on to it's a great stepping stone. It has been in the past. It's something that's given superstars it's something to hang their hat on, you know. And a lot of title matches and title opportunities come out of the King of the Ring. So I think it's a great opportunity for anyone who wins that tournament.
Who's your bet to be this year's King of the Ring winner?
King of Swing, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Raf from Smart Henry. I do want to ask, you know, even though retirement may be further ways away, what do you want to do outside of WWE when you hang it all up? Like right after you call it a career, what would you think you'd want to do?
I'd like to act. Definitely like to act. Get to acting maybe. You know, I feel like there's no real Hollywood action stars who are in shape. I mean, The Rock, he's okay. Definitely not as buff as me, you know. John's got that hair now. I mean, it's a whole other thing. I don't know, I'm not sure if that thing moves on its own, or... And of course, then there's Big Dave Batista. What do you think, Dave? Okay, he doesn't say much these days. But yeah, I'd love to act, for sure. That'll be the next step for me.
Guys, we have time for one last question.
Has it been 40 minutes already?
Yeah, you're
wow, guys, you're doing a good job here. I was worried.
So it's right here in the front, last one.
Yeah, stand up and give a bow. Wow, boom, look at that. Give her a round of applause. Give her a round of applause, everybody.
Hi, good afternoon, Sheamus. I'm Teresa from Primer. So this question is a bit of a cliche, and I think it's deserving to end this Q&A. So what do you love most about the Philippines?
Well, my girlfriend's from the Philippines, so... I just the food's amazing. The people here are amazing. I always say what makes a great country great is the people in it. You know, like the people, especially being here the last 24 hours. It's only been 24. It hasn't even been 24 hours. Is the fact that like that everybody here is so proud to be from the Philippines. Everyone's so proud of their country. Everyone's super nice. Everyone's so respectable, and most importantly of all, everybody here loves the WWE. So September 20th, we're coming. WWE Live, SmackDown Live. Are you ready, Manila? I said, are you ready? Because you don't just set the bar, you are the bar.
Let's all give Sheamus a big round of applause now. We have 20 minutes reserved for photos. If everyone will just line up, starting from the right-hand side over here, Sheamus, you can just stay in the